Okay, let's sell a membership at the point of sale. Once you have established membership levels and membership SKUs, you can then put those into a register configuration. I've got a group here for membership, and then I create quick SKUs within that group for each individual level of membership. So I've got individual, family, senior, corporate, but it could be whatever you'd like it to be. Now, once we go ahead and decide which membership we're selling, we simply touch it. At this point, you can see we've got to either add a new customer or find one in the database. I'm going to search to be sure the customer is not in the database already for a very old membership, or possibly they've been a customer at the zoo but not have a membership, or even more, they might just be a constituent who's made donations and things but never had a membership as well. So finding is a good way to eliminate duplicates. Now, once I search for that customer in the system, if they're in there, they'll come up, and there I am, Bruce Lodi. But again, I could create a customer if they're not in the database. If we know they're a first-time customer, we can go ahead and create them. Then the next thing we can do is we can enter in up to 6 elements of data that we like to collect on our members. These elements of data can either be data that you'd like to know about the member, maybe number of children in the family, or revenue levels, things like that. And some of those you may choose to display each time the member card is presented, and others you might not. You might want to keep those secret. That's okay. You can do that through setup. We could add additional names to the membership at this point. If it were a family membership, I would probably do that. I'd add spouse, I'd add potentially the children's names, things like that. And again, relationships can be anything. It can be spouse, children, co-parent. Many different relationships are available for those additional names. In this case, it is an individual membership, so I won't add any names. Go ahead and click Add. Now, once the membership's been sold, the benefits are in place. So if I were to purchase anything else along with this transaction, like maybe some merchandise SKUs, t-shirts, souvenirs, things like that, or if I were to buy tickets and I get promotions on those tickets, then that benefit level would be approached. Same as we saw setting up the levels. If I chose to use one of my free member guest passes for my aunt or something, or if I'd like to use a tram tour and it's comped, I could do that at this time. I don't have to wait a day or anything like that. The benefits are made immediate. In this case, I'm just going to be purchasing my membership. I also could be returning previous tickets that I purchased at this point. So if I paid for my entrance into the zoo, but then I saw the signs that said I get free admission, and I purchased my membership, I may, as an organization, want to credit them for their initial purchase of the tickets. I could do that at this time very easily as well. Just a matter of getting into return mode, selecting the ticket type that they need, and away they go. Again, none of that's necessary. I've come to the park today. I'm buying a membership as soon as I show up, so it's my first transaction, and I'm going to go ahead and process it. We tender the sale normally, whatever form of payment we like. They're going to give us a check in this case, and we're going to go ahead and end the transaction at this point. Now, when we end the transaction, we're able to produce a membership card, or membership cards if it's a lot more people in the family than one. And TAM can do that through the use of a Zebra printer, and it'll do it very rapidly, under 17 or 15 seconds in black and white. We also have the capability to take a picture of the member, I should say, and that's another option in TAM as well. If we choose not to print the cards, we do have capabilities to hand them a card that's been pre-printed with a barcode. That's very quick and easy. We do have to scan that barcode in the process. When we first came into that member screen, we just scan the number instead of letting TAM assign it. We also have the capability to print cards at a later time in batch for any new memberships that occurred in the recent period of time. Don't forget that all my benefits are in place now. I can present my card anywhere through the organization and receive them. I could also buy online and get those benefits as well. TAM fully supports selling gift memberships at the point of sale as well. It's very similar to purchasing a membership, but obviously there's a to-customer or a sold-to component to this type of transaction. So again, first we would attach the customer who's making the purchase. They may be a member already. We may scan their card. We may type them in new if they've never been a customer in the organization before or don't have a membership, or we may find them in the system. And again, we're able to use the find in the case that the card's not functioning properly or something like that, and still process that customer. we're going to have Ed Lodi buying a membership. He's the grandpa, and he's buying a membership for his granddaughter, Sarah Lodi. So we're going to select Ed from the list here first. Again, if Ed wasn't in the list, we could easily create him. The next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and select the membership level that's being purchased. He's purchasing an individual membership, but again, if it were a family membership or corporate, additional names could be entered in. Now at this point, we want to do two things different than selling a membership normally. One, we want to indicate the member name, because in this case it's different than the customer name. The customer's buying it for someone else. So we could go out and find that person at this point. And there's Lodi Sarah, and we can attach them. Of course, that could be created new earlier on in the transaction as well, if Sarah wasn't in the database. At this point, we could put in additional names, as I mentioned before. The next thing that we need to do in relating to a gift membership is indicate who is going to get the renewal. Maybe the grandfather's buying it and then wants to renew that each year. That's fine. We also have the capability to have it renew back to the member themselves. So if they want to buy it one time and then leave it up to the child from that, or grandchild from that point, they could do that too. Same data collection capabilities exist here. We're able to add the membership at this point. The only difference is this member is going to go in under a different name than the sold to. I'm going to go ahead and tender the sale at this point, as we did before. That's all there is to selling a gift membership at the point of sale. Purchasing or renewing memberships on the website is very straightforward in ETAM as well. Members can browse the site and add memberships to any purchase. By adding a membership to the purchase, they will get all the benefits immediately at that point. They don't have to wait till their next transaction or anything like that. So any member discounts will be applied, any free comp tickets will be applied, eliminating the need for vouchers and things like that. And there's a number of different ways you can direct people to the site to purchase memberships. Obviously, a person who's gone to the site to make a purchase on product or services may see that member pricing exists on those items, and it may encourage them to buy a membership to save dollars. You also can send an email to any members that are near expiration and give them a link directly to the membership level, or you could take them to that page so they could peruse, maybe do upgrades. But we have the capability to take them right to this link as well. So don't think of it as people have to browse to find the membership. You can promote memberships on your social medias and say Facebook, and create a link. Get an individual membership today and save $5 with this promo code, and let them come right to the site, and you can really increase your rolls of members easily through those mediums. Also, a person who's buying a membership can become your best marketer and share that information about these memberships by liking them on Facebook or tweeting them or any other social media. Okay, so let's say that they have read all about the individual membership. They're going to go ahead and add it, and at this point we can have them type in their email address. Again, we're going to make them do this because we want to eliminate any possibility of duplication that might occur in the system. And George has not been with us before, so he's going to go ahead and register, and we're going to click a sign in. Now you'll notice that TAM's smart enough that if George is in our database already, whether he's a past member, simply a constituent who's maybe made a donation or something like that, or purchased product before, we're going to see that they're in the database again, eliminating that duplication. He's going to have to enter some security information so we know he's not just somebody who accidentally typed in the wrong email address. And we're going to do postal code in this case. And as long as he enters in the proper postal code, if he had entered it in right, then it will go ahead and let him through. All right, at this point we're going to ask for a confirmation of the current email address, so we want to make sure that it's all up to date, properly typed in, and we'll ask for a password at that point. Once the customer has entered in their registration information, password, etc., then they're brought to this page that indicates they're purchasing an annual individual membership. We're able to indicate things like additional names to the membership if it were family. We're also able to renew to a different, renew to the member versus renewing to the purchaser and so forth. Again, this allows for gift purchasing on the website as well. All of this is good for me, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to the cart. I can either check out or continue shopping at this point, so I could add additional items and get benefits on those. I'm just going to go ahead and check out. And again, you can see all my information has been filled in. I'm able to just simply continue, review the order, enter in any payment card information that I would like, and then process the order. So a very straightforward process. Once the order's been processed, a confirmation of the purchase will be sent to the purchaser or to the member themselves, and we're able to see the confirmation here on the screen at this point. Again, you're gonna have a clean receipt and so forth. At this point, then the people in your organization would be notified that a membership has been purchased, and of course the card can be produced in TAM, additional collateral material attached to it, and can be sent or mailed to the customer. Renewing memberships at the point of sale is very straightforward as well. Now, two ways this can happen. One, maybe a member comes up to the register, as I'm doing in my demo today, and identifies himself by membership card or customer lookup, and once attached to the transaction, TAM senses that the membership has expired and notifies the associate with the message you're seeing on the screen right now. Of course, we can renew a membership at any time, even if it hasn't expired. So if someone were to come up to the register and say, listen, my membership's going to expire in a month, as long as I'm here, why don't we go ahead and get that taken care of? We're able to pull the customer up and renew them at that point. Any member benefits that they have not utilized can still be used through the remaining term of the initial membership or the membership that was renewed. And they will be assigned new benefits based on the current level benefits for the membership that was sold as the renewal. Other than that, once we've attached a member for renewal, it's the same process as before. We simply select the level of membership that they want. We are shown a little bit of additional information here, renewal information, things like that. We can choose to renew the membership, which is what I'm going to do now, or we could add a new membership too, if for some reason we wanted a completely separate membership. All the same editability occurs here, gift membership capabilities, all of that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and click renew. That's the difference, and we're renewing that membership and processing the tender accordingly. Okay, that's all there is to renewing a membership that has expired or is in force in TAM. Okay, upgrading a membership is similar to renewing, only it happens that the customer would like to purchase a higher level of membership. So in the past, Betty Crocker has had an individual membership, and at this point she would like to upgrade it to a family membership. Let's see how easy that is. We've already identified her member, the member at the register, and we've attached her to the sale. We now can select the level of membership, and as I mentioned, she's going to a family membership. It's showing the membership level, it's showing the upgrade info and renewal info. Don't forget that this membership still has a few months, the individual membership still has a few months in force. So we may prorate this price, and that's easy to do with a price override. We're going to add some additional names here. So we're going to add the daughter, Lynn's in there. We're going to add Bobby, who's their son. And again, we can go son here or child, either way. And we're going to add George, and he's obviously the spouse. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then we're going to go ahead and click upgrade. Now again, at this point, if we wanted to prorate this slightly because there's some part of the membership that is not going to be enforced, we can do that. All we have to do is simply select that, go to correct, and go to price override to override that to the additional price that we would like. Let's say we want to make it $100. I'm going to go ahead and tender the sale at this point, and that's all there is to upgrading a membership.